are you?
I've seen you in a while.
Yes.
Marito.
How are you?
I'm okay, but the guy was here 2 months ago
For?
and fixed the boiler.
Fix the boiler?
Not the boiler. The
Water heater.
Not the furnace. The heat's not coming on.
We were here 2 months ago to fix the furnace.
Yeah. Judy, what?
No, the water heater.
Water. Judy!
Water heater was always a furnace.
Well, explain it to me. I thought I pushed this red button that didn't make a difference.
Okay.
Wasn't it supposed to be a power light on?
Let's see. Let's see what we see in here. Well, you got a pilot. Got a pilot, but got no heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if the matches there.
Well, used matches.
All right.
Yeah, maybe that was National Grid. Can I get in here? Yeah, I get in there. Maybe got no power. Let's see, is there a switch on top of the basement stairs? Let's see if that does anything. Still nothing. Well, let me get my tool bag and see why you got no power. I can tell you this, every time I'm at this customer's house, they bitch and complain that we must have broken it last time we were here and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and it's always our fault, right? And they always bitch and complain about paying, but they're gonna pay today. All right, voltmeter. Let's go to R and C. See what we get here. Nothing. Looks like the switch is reversed. See? That says on. That says off. We have light flashing. And as long as we have water and a call for heat. Emergency switch being off. Cha-ching. I love peanut butter sandwiches. Now I'm gonna sit here for about 20 minutes and with a pipe wrench and bang the pipes. Make myself look important. I ain't kidding either. It's 11 o'clock. Watch this. What's that?
Just put on the light out.
Oh, okay. I don't need the light. I'm good.
Good. All right. Glad you're good.
The unit's running.
Yeah, I hear it.
Probably going to want to schedule a maintenance on this boiler. You have a lot of things going on here. It's running, yes. We got a lot of corrosion on the drain valve here. You know, you have...
How soon will I need a maintenance?
How soon?
I ask you. My wife and I have a schedule today. She doesn't care.
Well, listen, you know, do you spend thousands of dollars in making repairs, or do you replace the whole boiler? You know, you can't neglect something. You know, pretend it's your car, right? If you expect to drive it forever, and then when it dies, ask the serviceman, like, okay, why did it die, right? Fortunately, here, you know, I am not going to feel bad charging you $244.41 for today's visit of turning on that switch on top of the stairs that was off. That's why the system wasn't running. But
Is that why it wasn't running?
yes. But it also allowed me to be the eyes and ears on the ground now with boots in your basement, seeing what the system is doing.
You mean the switch that turned on the light upstairs? Show me what.
There's a red switch at the bottom of the stairs right there. That's for the boiler. It's marked oil boiler.
Oh.
It was off.
Oh. No wonder it was off.
And the
Well, I
switch,
turn that on.
and the switch that's on the boiler is reversed.
Oh.
So,
Well, you put it in, so however it is, I don't know. Okay.
well, we put the boiler in after Sandy, but you know,
After Sandy.
we basically did direct replacements. You know, we
Right.
cut out the boiler and we put a new boiler in.
Right.
So,
So
let's-
this switch should have to be on,
yep.
and
Okay.
what, something else has to be off?
Well, that was
That
off.
was off, okay. So
That was a whole-
let's schedule a
All I had
maintenance.
to do was turn it on? You're gonna charge me $244 per
Absolutely,
switch?
yes, yes. And moving forward, we have a 115 trip charge as well. Just so you know, all right? My first hour should be 345, but people complain about that. So we have a 115 trip charge and 225 an hour. So after the holidays and, you know, beginning into this season, I started doing it in January 1st. I can't afford
How much are you gonna charge me today?
244.41. Yep. And if you don't like it, I will not charge you anything. And just do me a favor, never call me again. Because every time I come here, I give you advice on what to do, but you never do it.
All right?
Right? No, but no.
Can I hear what the advice is?
Yes.
Because you don't share it with me.
But
That's
last
the
time we were
problem.
here, we told you about the water heater, right? That, you know,
All right.
we'll jerry rig it to work, but you need to replace it, right? That was several months ago.
Can we do like the one on the wall?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so wait a minute, so
Now, with
what are you
regards
advising me to do now?
with regards to the boiler, listen, you need to take care of the car that you drive. You need to take care of the boiler that provides you heat in your home.
All right,
The
so-
same way you need to take care of the water heater that gives you hot water for your tub, showers, baths, etc. You know, faucets, things like that. You can't expect it to run indefinitely with no maintenance.
All right, so what do you recommend that I do now? What are you telling me to do
You need to schedule a tune-up on the boiler,
on the boiler?
right? And the things that are leaking and rusting on here, you need to do one of two things. You need to be proactive and make repairs before they flood out your basement, or you have no heat, or you do it when that happens.
All right,
And
so
when
what-
that happens, you know,
That's two-
it may not be a few $1,000s repair. It may be a brand new boiler for $25,000.
All right, so what you're
It may
saying?
be.
All right, so you're saying I should schedule,
And
a
the-
maintenance
and
on
the-
the boiler,
and
on the boiler?
This is
That's
you're pointing to the water
Stay
heater.
out of it,
That's
would
the
you
water
say?
heater.
You're pointing to the water heater.
Yeah, so you're saying I should schedule maintenance on what?
On the boiler.
On this?
And then, and if you should, and that's why we recommend it, you should replace the water heater.
How much is a water heater to replace? If we do the one on the wall, like I.
On the one on the wall, a tankless water heater,
Yeah.
around $6,000.
Do you recommend that, or do you recommend this?
Well, and put it this way, in a couple of years from now, you're not gonna have a choice. Because this technology here, that's tried, true, and proven for 100 years, is no longer be allowed in the United States.
Oh.
Because it's wasteful, according to the government. So in 2026,
Yeah.
right, larger units, you know, that are not normally seen in most homes, but in your home it is, will no longer be able to be installed in a residential setting, in a commercial setting, and some residential.
Okay.
And in 2029, no more.
Okay.
Literally, in less than 5 years, what you have in front of you is not going to be allowed in the U.S. anymore
Oh, but if I have it.
because of
if I have it,
Department
I
of
can just-
Energy and EPA regulations and rules that are already law. It's already etched in stone.
All right, but if I have it, I could just maintain it, I don't have to get a new one.
Yes, but we did advise you, 2 months ago when we made a temporary patch or a Band-Aid on it that
Yeah.
you need to replace it.
And that's $6,000 to replace
So
it?
for a tankless water heater, yes.
That's-
But the tankless water heater now is the newer technology. It's a box that hangs in the wall. It requires very little maintenance, if anything, and it will give you 15 years of reliable performance. But you gotta either eventually you have to do something.
All right,
But
well,
with the boiler, which is what I'm here for, not for the water heater today, right? You have rust and corrosion on the piping that water and steam travel through.
all right, so if I can schedule a maintenance on the boiler, and you'll take care of that, presumably.
We
And-
could, yes.
Okay, and as far as the water heater, another year or so, do you think I can leave it the way it is?
We recommended it a couple months ago. It's up to you. I can't predict the future, how long it's going to take, how long it's going to last. But listen, last time we were here was the time to do it. But you wanted us to just Band-Aid it together. I'm keeping it real. I tell it like it is, and as I see it. Some people appreciate that. Some people don't really care. But I hope you do care.
All right,
But
so-
but the underlying or the moral of the story is you can't expect to use it indefinitely with no maintenance.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna schedule maintenance on this, and I guess, maybe I can hold that out for another year. I mean, I know you don't know for sure. What's the worst thing that could happen?
You have no hot water,
No hot water.
and then you have to wait for it.
How long will it take for the hot water? If it
If you
does
told me
that-
today, Mike, you know what? I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to listen to my wife.
Yeah, she has-
Say yes, dear. Before, so, because, Monday, Tuesday next week, we can give you a new water heater. As far as the maintenance on the boiler, because of what's involved here, I would wait until after
All right.
the Festival of Tents to
Okay.
to do it. Only because there's a lot of work here, and if God forbid something goes wrong, I don't want to be under a time deadline where here comes a holiday and Yontif, and I'm
right.
struggling. Sometimes, keeping it real with your clients is the best way to show you're honest. I gave it to him, and the wife off camera said thank you, and I said you're welcome. And he goes, you know why I'm thanking you? I was like, absolutely. He's getting a Lochinvar Excalibur X3. The job is scheduled, deposit is taken, and we're also doing some boiler maintenance. I'm not going to do anything with that wet return corrosion there until after we do a maintenance on the boiler and make sure everything is good there, because I did see some visible water rusting in the combustion chamber, so we're going to do a maintenance on that at the scheduled day of the water heater install. We're going to change that valve for the drain because it's pretty bad shape. And then once we do that, we're going to take a look at the boiler and see if we should maybe replace it, consider replacement, because it's in a very, very damp basement. I don't think you guys saw it, but it's very, very humid in that basement, and it's 63 degrees out here in the beginning of October. Sorry, October 11th. So we may need to deal with that, maybe some dehumidification issues with the basement, fresh air ventilation, something, but it's very damp in there. There's multiple sump pumps, pits on the floor of the basement. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one. Be well, God bless, stay safe.